Okay, cool. So this light here was recorded back on the 28th, just a few nights ago, and it was a really bright light. It was a very bright light, and it would have been off to the west of our location. And I, I don't think it was Saturn. Um, the star app, the star identifier app that I have, wasn't identifying it as Saturn. In fact, it really wasn't showing anything off in that direction. This was just out there, and it would have been positioned almost right directly over the Las Vegas Strip and Red Rock and the Sierra Nevadas and stuff. And you can see here where it kind of looks like it wants to focus in on what appears to be Saturn. But again, I don't know because I couldn't identify it with the app that I was using, and it was going down fast. It was moving very fast down out of view. But and this was on autofocus, so even autofocus wasn't able to. I put it on manual focus and tried to focus in on it and see the rings, a little bit more clear, but it just wasn't happening because of all of the energy that's off in that direction. There's a lot of energy that flows up and out from the Las Vegas Strip. I mean, an incredible amount of energy, and it's very curious because at one point here, when it gets down to a certain angle, because you can see it's traveling very fast, it was hard to keep track of it, but um, as it was moving off towards the west and northwest, it was like detecting and revealing some interesting frequencies over the Las Vegas Strip and off to the west of our location. And now I know that, um, Las Vegas, the Strip gives off a lot of energy. And there you can see where it almost looks like a grid like pattern. Like it's very organized. And it's not the first time that I've recorded that either when I was recording lights off to the west of our location. Any light that passes over the Las Vegas Strip, including the moon, even, will present some very interesting and trippy looking frequencies being detected. But this video here, it starts to, and this is on autofocus. And you can see it's very organized. It looks like a very organized pattern there, and yeah, just weird, trippy looking. It's down here in Henderson where we're at. We're kind of surrounded by all kinds of frequencies and stuff, and since I had moved here, like shortly after I moved here, they put in some really high powered lines up along Lake Mead foothills to the east of our location, as well as additional like solar array fields. So there's all kinds of energy all the way around us down here in Henderson. And I mean, we got the energy coming up from Nellis, all the energy coming from the Las Vegas Strip, and Black Mountain has got all of the radio antennas and towers and stuff on top of it. So it's no wonder that no moisture ever makes its way in here. It's no wonder that the atmospheric river, as it flows in from the west, just dissipates completely because there's just so much energy and heat and shit being generated here. It was just trippy, and I wanted to share that with y'all because it's looking more organized than I've ever seen it before. Because usually it'll just be all like wavy and it'll just be all random. But on this particular night, on the 28th, it was looking a little more organized, more like in a grid-like pattern. So they definitely have some defensive systems in play here around the valley as well that involve, protection from, certain things radiating from the skies as well, and communications. The GPS, they have to communicate with all of these thousands of airplanes that come in and out of the valley to Harry Reid Airport. So they put out a lot of energy. There's a lot of RF and EMF and all kinds of energies flowing around us. So it really it doesn't surprise me that we're drying up even more because they're adding in more solar array fields and they're putting in more of these smaller sub data stations and different things and I don't know. I just sometimes it gets a little bit overwhelming because the majority of people that live around here and people that reside here don't think twice about this type of pollution that all of these towers and all of these solar array fields and all of these weather stations and all of the energy that's being generated here at ground level and being put up and out. And then when you add in all of the stuff that's up above our heads, beaming down on us, it's like it, a lot of people just don't think about that. They just go about their business and they don't care. But there are a lot of people, myself included, some days where I feel the effects of it. And it can degrade biological systems. It can degrade, you know, carbon based and it can degrade plant formation and plant growth as well. And People just don't seem to care around here. They really don't. People just don't seem to pay attention to it. Like it really doesn't matter, you know. Uh, to some people, it does matter. And this very organized looking grid like pattern tells me that they have protections and defensive systems up over the Las Vegas Strip, I guarantee, to protect from any threat from up above, from the sky. I guarantee they have it in place. A lot of energy flowing down there, folks. Anyway, I just thought I would share that with y'all. That's what was from, let's see, I'm pretty sure it was the 28th. Yeah, March 28th. There's a couple of still images that I was able to capture, but yeah, 328. And it would have been around 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Looking to the west of our location. Yeah, it was just too bright, way too bright to ignore. And I just had to get the camera out. And I would have shared this sooner, but I've been having some issues with my files and with the computer and everything. Issues with my phone as well, with my messaging system on my phone. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But anyway, I just thought I would share that. And thanks for watching. Know that I appreciate you and that you matter very much to me. And it matters very much to me that you stay safe and you stay mindful. There's a whole lot going on out there, folks. Don't get triggered. I'm telling you, there's the gaslighting going on left and right. And it's just insane right now.